Bronzoli Show. The news.
Here is an illustrated summary of the news happenings at home and abroad.
I think you've set a new bar today for being contentious with the press corps, kind of calling us losers to our faces and all that.
No, not all of you, just many of you.
All right, fine. Enough of us. Is this what it's going to be like covering you if you're president?
Yeah, it is. Let me
we're going to have this kind of confrontation in the press room?
Okay, yeah, it is going to be like this, David. If the press writes false stories like they did where I wanted to keep a low profile, I didn't want the credit for raising all this money for the vets. I wasn't looking for the credit. And by the way, more money is coming in. I wasn't looking for the credit. But I had no choice but to do this because the press was saying I didn't raise any money for them. Not only did I raise it, much of it was given a long time ago. And there is a vetting process, and I think you understand that. And then we have to read probably libelous stories, or certainly close, in the newspapers. And the people know the stories are false. I'm going to continue to attack the press. Look, I find the press to be extremely dishonest. I find the political press to be unbelievably dishonest. I will say that.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Brock Lawley program. My name is Brock Lawley. I am your fearless host. To my devoted podcast followers, I deeply apologize to you. It's been about a week since I spoke to you live. I did have a couple back pods that I left you with, but the reason is I'm making a record. I do a lot of things, a lot of hats, wearing a lot of hats, ladies and gentlemen, of which I do not apologize for. I try to do it all. I really try. I honestly try to do it all. I'm raising procreated offspring. I'm trying to create art. I'm trying to do all kinds of different stuff. I think that's the way you should live your life, by the way. I think you should leave it all on the field. But as a consequence of that, sometimes things just have to give. So for that, I do apologize. But we're back in the saddle, ladies and gentlemen, and I gotta tell you, man, few things have burnt my bottom. Few things have caused me to lose my mind like what recently transpired in the news, as in today, as in the news junket. The news has decided, the media, the sycophant water-carrying leftists, otherwise known as the media, have decided today they're going to make the big story, or I suppose for as much as they can squeeze out of this, horrible sponge of their creation. They're going to make the story that despite the fact that Donald Trump gave millions, that's with an M, millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars to the troops. It's not enough, or it didn't go to the right people, or they didn't like how the money was delivered. This, my fellow Americans, this is where they choose to spend their time. This is what they're betting. This is what they're holding down the fort doing, ladies and gentlemen, the media. It makes me sick. So the Democratic Party, spearheaded by Barack Obama, under his administration, as the Secretary of State, the now presumptive Democratic nominee, these guys embroiled in an entire VA scandal, which has been proven to kill veterans, proven to have veterans wait in horrendous lines to get treatment that they have earned, because Veteran Affairs Office officials are stealing money, are cooking the books. This is a yawn fest from this media gaggle. But Donald Trump not delivering the money the millions that he raised. And by the way, there's all kinds of evidence now that Donald Trump has been giving money far before he ever even decided to run for president. How the money, the fine-tooth comb, how the money is being divvied up is where they choose to spend their time as the fourth estate. Not troops being left to die in Benghazi. Not scandal after horrendous scandal by Democrat power players that are in power right now. It should boil your blood, my fellow Americans. It's just beyond the pale. I'm going to allow a vet to say brilliantly what I think America, at least every normal, sane American, is just screaming at the television as we're bleeding from the eyes watching this horrific, evil, duplicitous media do their hat dance.
I'm a state representative from New Hampshire, 10 years on the Veterans Affairs Committee, 22 years in the Marine Corps, retired First Sergeant. What I want to clarify here, first of all, I would never, ever in a million years put my name on a candidate that did not, from his heart, look me in the eye and tell me he's concerned about veterans. That's Donald Trump. I met him over a year ago. I've been involved with many fundraisers there are many scam artists out there. He did the right thing by vetting these groups there. If you look at some of the groups, they're giving 20 cents, 40 cents on a dollar, and they're spending the rest for, their, nice lavish trips. He gave 100%. The liberal media is the only ones that have been calling me on the foundation. All right, I'm the former chairman. I've been dealing with this stuff for years as a veterans activist. Stop using veterans as political pawns. You got a guy outside McCoy. Go do a Google search on his Facebook. He's out there, his pictures with Clinton. They are using veterans as political pawns. It must stop. Donald Trump is doing this for the heart. You're all focused on the way he's raising money, and you're not looking at the 22 veterans that are killing each other every day. You're not concerned about the thousands of veterans that are on wait lists. Look at his plan on his Trump's website. He talks about medical cards. He talks about fixing the VA. He talks about competition. I think the liberal media, and I've been dealing with you a long time, need to get your head out of your butt, focus on the real issues. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's all a person can choke down. It's all a person can choke down to have to stomach this day in and day out. And by the way, I deal with these vets. I work with some of these vets. You have no idea the contempt, the anger, the frustration they have that the Democrats and the media, you have no idea. I just got back from an event in Virginia. You should see the contempt. These guys know what's up. And you got Hillary Clinton staging people out there that she's paying to try to distract Hillary freaking Clinton. Hillary freaking Clinton leaving people to die in the sand because it looks bad leading up to a Democrat power grab election. This should make you sick. I am so tired of the media and the Democratic Party using these men and women who have already laid it down, for this country and now treated like chaff, like crap by these scumbags. I'm so tired of it. It's so unjust. Why are you not doing something? I expect you. If you're within the sound of my voice, I expect you to send an email, to make a phone call, to fire off a tweet. It's very, very easy. Light up these media joints. Light them on fire like you're a fire-breathing dragon. This is unacceptable. And they do it because you do not hold them responsible. You don't. I don't. The American people, I talk to the American people. They know what's up, but we don't do anything about it. We don't hold them accountable. So they lie, they slander, they libel, they distract. They just completely make crap up because they're constantly getting away with it. So Donald Trump, by the way, and if ever he has endeared himself to me, this should be his entire campaign, by the way. Calling out the media, using the media like a boxer's training bag. Just right hand, left hand, go to the body, go to the jaw. That's what he should be doing nonstop. The American people hate the media with the heat of 1,000 suns. We are so sick of them. It is so transparent. And, I love this press conference. This is how Donald Trump handles the media. Listen to this.
I think you've set a new bar today for being contentious with the press corps, kind of calling us losers to our faces and all that.
No, not all of you, just many of you.
All right, fine. Enough of us. Is this what it's going to be like covering you if you're president?
Yeah, it is.